Hi guys, good morning and welcome to the Cincy Lifestyle. Thank you. Wow.
It's a Friday.
Wow.
It is a Friday. You made
Did
it
you see
through
that?
the week.
So anxious for the weekend, Clyde.
Crashed and burned right out of the gate.
Crash and burned, and there was a crash on 71 North. Speaking of that, the skinny lane. Can we talk
you
about
know
the
what?
fact?
Wait, hold on. You know how to do a segue like nobody. Boy, you
tried.
crashed and burned, and oh, by the way, they had one.
There was
Go
an
ahead.
accident. So today, accident on 71 North. I've always wanted to test this. There's the skinny lane, right? We talk about this all the time.
That's our nickname. There's a better
Really?
technical
What's the
The
engineering.
single lane.
The single,
as I
contraflow
divert.
lane, whatever.
Took
Skinny
the
lane.
skinny lane, and it saved me 3 to 4 minutes.
Wow.
It said 8:36. I was gonna make it to iHeart, and I got there 4 minutes before that.
Well, that was today.
Thank you. Good
job.
You were
Skinny
lucky
yes.
today because some days it don't work like that.
Some
Yes.
days it doesn't. But I think most days, I think you can win with the skinny lane. Most days.
I'll try it again.
See, for me, it's 50-50.
Okay.
Maybe the lane sees me coming and just slows up. I don't know.
As long as you're
For
not
me,
causing
it's
an
50-50.
accident in the skinny lane, then you're
Right,
good.
yeah, that's scary. Yeah, I don't take it on bad weather days. It's like, no, I'm not taking that risk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a little nervous about that. It was icy this morning.
Yeah, it was. It was a mess out there.
I'm glad you made it.
This is a big day for a whole lot of reasons. A lot of things are going on today. For instance, this is, did you know, National Tartar Sauce Day.
Oh, you
I
are
know.
so
Settle down.
excited about this.
Well, because we got fish on the show later, so that, you know, a little tartar sauce.
Why do you
always
like
goes-
tartar sauce?
I just recently, it's an acquired thing, but when you match it up with the right other condiments,
Your
wow.
palate has matured to
Yes,
enjoy
it
a
has.
good tartar sauce.
Yes, it has. But hold on, wait a minute. This is National Skip the Straw Day.
Save the turtles.
National Public Sleeping Day, which I'm
What
going
are we doing
to,
here?
I'm going to do what I normally do is sleepwalk my way through the show. But it is National Public Sleeping Day, so
And
there's
it's,
a lot going on. It's also National Tooth Fairy Day.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later, maybe.
Yeah, we're moving into the Lenten season.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
And you know what kicks off the Lenten season?
Let me guess. This is Cincinnati.
Bockfest.
Yes, beer.
I went for it. So do you know what Bock means?
I should. I
I
took
know.
2
I
years
do
of
not.
German in college.
So if you're
What does it
watching,
mean?
okay, so on the
I don't
screen,
know.
it means goat.
Goat.
So it's
Goat?
goat. We're gonna have a little history lesson. Goat.
So that.
So
go ahead.
Well, let me divert a little bit. So goat appears throughout Bockfest, and it was determined that the first barrel of Bock would be transported by goat cart from the oldest bar in town, which is Arnold's, to the oldest church, which is Old St. Mary's. But so Bockfest started in Cincinnati. It's basically our winter Oktoberfest, and that's because in the 1800s, Cincinnati was one of the most prolific brewing cities, and specifically over the Rhine. And before Prohibition, that's when kind of the Bock beer came to be, and it's a lager. It's more of a hearty beer. And then after Prohibition, when a lot of those breweries unfortunately closed down, Hootipole, they brought back the Bock beer in 1992, and then decided,
Ta-da!
Bockfest!
Bockfest!
And now we
One
have
more time.
Bockfest.
It's back.
Bockfest.
Well, Cincinnati's got a really rich
Yes.
and great beer-related history.
Yes, yes.
We do.
Yeah, I mean, if you talk to Greg Hand about some of the lagers
yeah,
and beers
absolutely.
and the big campaign to place beer as an alternative to liquor during Prohibition.
That's right. You
Is
got
it in-
that on
is
your
that part of
sheet?
it?
Is that on your paper, Allie?
I read it ahead of
So that's why it's linked to spring, is because German monks drank it as a substitute for food during Lenten fast. Smart Germans.
So you could get your calories
You get
that
your
way.
calories,
That's
and it's
And
a
people
heavier
are still
lager.
getting calories from beer.
Yeah.
And a lot of them show it when you know, during the summer.
Yes,
All
and
that
we
spring
celebrate.
drinking
beer-
shows up in the summer.
I'm not
We're
touching
celebrating
that.
it. Today is the parade.
I'm not touching that.
Tomorrow, go to Christian Moorline.
Well, there's a lot of other stuff going on this weekend. You like ice cream? Hit it, Allie.
Whippy dip. Whippy dip season.
Oh, down in Loveland, too.
Loveland,
Ooh, yes.
Loveland Whoopee Dip is opening. Scott Sloan and I talked about this today on 700 WLW, that we are going to advocate to make a Cincinnati Whippy Dip holiday. We don't know what day that is yet, but we're going to advocate for it.
Well, there's no day like the present. Maybe
Yes,
it's going to be today.
Today.
I like this. I like the sound of that, but boy, that's a great time of year, man. This is,
It's going to be
that ice
60 on
cream.
Sunday.
Say again?
It's going to be 60 on Sunday, so
No,
might as well.
I know. Everybody get out. Get out. and
One
enjoy.
more thing, if you want to get out this weekend and do something really fun, I encourage you to go to the introductory class for improv. It is happening on Sunday at 1 o'clock at the Clifton Performance Center. And you
Give
guys
us a
know,
quick hit.
love me some improv.
Yes, and
Here's some improv. We got to get to the rest of the show. Yay!
take it away, Clyde.
Well, thank you.
You are welcome.
You know, pretty much everything we just discussed is about community. When you think about it, being part of a community, it obviously involves brick and mortar buildings. That's one way to look at it. But beyond that, being part of a community revolves around people. And caring people are exactly what you'll find at Baptist Life Communities. Right, Mona?
That's right, Clyde. I appreciate that. And right now I want to welcome Chaplain Ray Coates, Director of Pastoral Care at Baptist Life Communities. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. All right. So what is spiritual care and how does it differ from like religious things?
Spiritual care is simply care that responds to the needs of the human spirit. Spiritual care is compassionate, attentive, respectful, engaging care. At Baptist Life Communities, we care for the whole person, body, mind, and soul. We've been faith-inspired since our founding, and so spiritual care and faith direct everything we do to make someone's life better.
And we're watching that now and seeing you, a lot of compassion that you guys have and personal attention. So tell me about how Baptist Life Communities care for people of all faiths.
We're ecumenical chaplains. We serve people from all different faith traditions and walks of life because we respect people.
Absolutely. All right, so entering into a senior adult care can be really stressful, but you all really make it easier, don't you?
We are ecumenical chaplains, and so we do our very best to strive with people, to journey with them on their walks of life. I've been a chaplain for over 30 years, and I regularly help seniors answer what we call the big questions of life, like, why is this happening to me? And as we sit with them and listen to them and encourage them, we experience the presence of God and the power of faith.
Oh, you know what? That sounds so good to me. All right, so being a faith-inspired long-term care organization, which I love, all right, talk to us about how worship spiritual services take place.
Our chaplains lead inspirational worship services with biblical messages and good old gospel singing. We have a weekly mass for our Catholic residents where we partner with a local Catholic church. Our Sunday worship services are led by different local churches from a variety of denominations. We're Baptists by tradition, but our faith is grounded in Jesus Christ, extending care and love to all people.
I love that. Wow. Okay, so we want people to find out more information about Baptist Life, and so give us some information where people can reach you and find out more.
Well, we would love for you to come and check us out at the Seasons at Alexandria or at the Village at Erlanger, both Baptist Life Communities. You can check us out at blcnky.com or give us a call at 859-283-8600. But just come by and check out and see what spiritual care is all about.
All right, sounds like a wonderful place for you or maybe your parents or loved one. Thank you so much, Chaplain.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Mona, you know, the Lenten season has begun, a time to reflect for 40 days and 40 nights. And a main part of this season is skipping the meat on Friday and substituting fish. These fish fries are hugely popular in the tri-state as a result of that. And right now I want to welcome a couple of guys who are in the midst. They're up to their elbows in fish fries. Welcome Keith McMain and Mike Whitlock, boondockers from Immaculate Heart of Mary Church in Burlington, Kentucky. Thank you both for being here.
Thanks for having us.
All right, right quick, what's a boondocker?
When our church was first established back in the 1950s, our church was out in Hebron, out in the boondocks.
Out in the boondocks.
So the men's group got the
That's
name
exactly
the
it.
Boondockers.
Got
That's
it,
how
got
came
it,
up.
got it.
'Cause
Oh, good.
it's grown immensely out there.
I see that. I see that. Yes, it has. So, you know, this is the first Friday after Lent. So tell us why fish predominate on the during this season.
It goes back to a really old tradition where people sacrifice. Meat was looked at as a real expensive luxury to have. So it goes back to like the 2nd century actually, where early Christians, in a way to show homage for the Passover and Christ being crucified on Fridays, gave up something that was luxurious like meat, and fish was predominant everywhere. So they kind of switched to using that, and it's kind of evolved over time, and it's been a big tradition.
And so for IHM, there are the fish fries, and then there are the charitable works related to those fish fries. Tell us a little bit about both. How long have you been doing that?
The fish fry has been around about 30 years or so. Started in the late 1980s, early 1990s.
Right.
The men's group gets all the proceeds from the fish fry, and we use it. We support some homeless missions. We do maintenance on the church and the school. We help the school buy. We helped them buy some extra iPads and stuff last year, things of that nature.
All right, very quickly, we have some of your food in the studio. Allie and I have arm wrestled over the crab cakes.
I think she's trying to steal them,
I
Clyde.
see that out of the corner of my eye. Tell us briefly what you brought, just a little bit.
So we brought you our fish. We take a 7-ounce fillet, cod fillet, and we hand bread them every Friday right before the fish fry begins. We have a crew, starts up about 2 o'clock, and they bread fish till about 5:30. It takes them that long to get it all done. So we brought crab cakes, we do shrimp. We do a Tommy Boy sandwich, what we've really got famous for. It's where we take our piece of our fried fish and we put it in between a grilled cheese sandwich, and we literally sell between 500 and 600 of those every single Friday.
All right, and right quick, you also have tomato soup and grilled cheese, right?
Yes, we have 2 different soup varieties every single week. We keep the tomato basil, and then we alternate. We do homemade cheese pizza. We make our macaroni and cheese from scratch. We make our coleslaw from scratch.
Stop it.
So it's a big event.
You're killing me. So right quick, tell us where and when people can find this event.
We are at 5876 Veterans Way in Burlington, Kentucky, right off of 18.
Okay.
We're at Immaculate Heart of Mary is the name of the church. Our website for any information is ihm-ky.org.
There you
we'd
go.
love to see them.
Well, thank you so much for coming and sharing the story of this fish fry and fish fries in general, and thank you for leaving some behind.
Absolutely.
Allie, get your hands off those crab cakes. I see you. Mona.
It does smell good in here. Well, coming up here on Cincy Lifestyle, a well-known TV nutritionist is helping us make food fun. She'll tell us why it's important to incorporate lots of colors and give us tips on the best snacks to grab when you're on the go. Then, are you ready for retirement? A new study shows many people are at risk of not being able to cover essential expenses. We'll give you tips on how to prevent something like this from happening to you. All that, so much more in just a few minutes.
Well, welcome back. March, just a couple of days away, is National Nutrition Month. So this is the perfect time of year to remind people about the need to make healthier food choices. Joining us today is Frances Largeman-Roth, a registered dietitian and New York Times best-selling author. Frances, thanks so much for being here with us today, and let's dive right in. As a nutritionist, where should people start for National Nutrition Month?
They should start with seafood, Clyde, because we are not getting enough. The American Heart Association recommends 2 servings of seafood a week, but studies show we are just not getting it. And it's so important. Those omega-3s are vital for our eye, brain, and heart health. But when you buy products with the Marine Stewardship Council's Blue Fish logo, you know that you're getting certified sustainable seafood that is wild caught and great for you and the oceans too.
All right, that sounds like a good idea. What about go-to suggestions? What is at least one of your go-to suggestions for Nutrition Month?
Sure. So I have 3 kids, so I always have snacks in my backpack and my purse. Soli is my new favorite. They are made out of pure, whole, organic fruit. absolutely delicious. They have fruit jerkies and dried fruit in all these different varieties. They are found on Amazon and also Whole Foods Market. It smells delicious. You open the package and it just smells like fresh whole fruit. And then also March 1st, they're coming out with this brand new spaghetti squash pasta that cooks in 5 minutes. So check that out.
Got any other suggestions for rushed mornings, for instance?
Oh yes, every morning in my house is a rushed morning, and so I rely on oatmeal, specifically Bob's Red Mill oatmeal cups. They are all gluten-free. They are made out of whole grain, rolled oats, and Scottish-style ground oats. They come in 8 varieties. 4 of them are organic, and they're perfectly portioned, ready to go.
All right, let me go back for a moment and ask you a little bit about just healthier snack options.
Yeah, sure. So, you've got the dried fruit, you've got the oatmeal, and also people need to pay attention to pulses because pulses can be used in so many different ways, from this superfood salad that we have here to banana bread. We used chickpea flour in that banana bread. It's so delicious. And just a half cup serving of pulses 3 times a week can help you manage your weight, get enough fiber, and even more benefits. So this is definitely something that you want to add to your diet. Super versatile. They are the staple of the Mediterranean diet, which was just ranked again as the ¡1 diet. So go to pulses.org to find out more and get recipes.
Well, you just mentioned staples, so let me ask you to dive in a little deeper on staples. Maybe something you can recommend that promotes better health.
Yeah, so, a lot of people think about just the fresh produce, which I'm all about. I wrote a book called Eating in Color, but you need to have things in your pantry that can really help you put those healthy meals together quickly. So, things like canned beans, just give them a quick rinse before you use them. I like to keep whole grain pasta in my pantry, and, things like peanut butter, right? You can put meals together with all these things. And also, let's not forget that you can get these amazing seafood packs to keep those in your pantry to whip up quick meals. And folks can go to tipsontv.com also to find out more information about these products.
All right, Frances, thanks so much for joining us. Mona?
Thank you, Clyde.
Well, how ready are you for retirement? I've been giving that some thought. A new Fidelity investment study shows most of us are better prepared, but still a quarter of us may not have enough money to cover the basics once we retire. So how do we get better prepared? I want to welcome Melissa Rodolfi, the Vice President of Retirement and College Leadership at Fidelity Investments. Melissa, we're going to start with the question, what does this study really tell us about how well really the average person is for retirement?
The study tells us that America's retirement score is solidly in the green, and that's at a score of 83. And what that means is the American saver is on track to cover 83% of the income Fidelity expects them to need in retirement. So that's the good news. But there's still some work to do, with over 25% in what we would call the red zone. And what that means is you may have to make significant changes to your lifestyle in retirement if you don't take action to improve your score now.
All right, well, the data also shows, you said that there's a generational shift taking place. Tell me what that's about and why.
It's quite interesting. We see the millennials, they seem to be really focused on their financial independence, and we see that in their savings rate. It's just shy of 10%, and that's up 2 percentage points from the last time we did the survey. And the millennials have a long time horizon, so they can really benefit from that, and their money can grow. So they're doing very well. If the Gen Xers, their score did go down. They're in what we call the yellow zone. And in thinking about the Gen Xers, the problem there, it's not their savings rate. They are almost on par with the millennials. It's really about their expenses, and they've started to increase, and that's eating into their savings. But Gen Xers are starting to enter their peak earning years, so when they have a decade to go or more, they still have time to boost their savings to get it into the green.
Okay, so they seem to have it going on and they've got that advantage, but at any age, how do you determine exactly what you're going to need when you retire?
It's a difficult question. Fidelity does have a rule of thumb, and that rule of thumb is to aim to save 10 times your income by the time you reach 67. But let's face it, everybody's retirement is different, or their vision for their retirement is different. The most important thing to do is know where you stand, and Fidelity's retirement score can help you get on the right path to retirement readiness. And anyone, no matter their age or income, can definitely improve their score.
All right, if you can give us one quick tip on how we can improve the chances of retiring well, what would that be?
The most important lever is on savings, and really trying to ensure you reach a 15% savings rate. We're at 10% today, and you don't have to do that all at once. The important thing is small steps, or even saving 1% more each year to get to that 15 cents. That can really be an accelerator to your score.
All right, so tell us how people can get more information and get that individual retirement score.
You can get your own score at fidelity.com/score.
All right, good information. Thank you so much, Melissa. And we'll be right back.
Thank you.
And taking a look outside right quick, it was sunny out there once, but things have changed.
Dawn.
So enjoy the day. Hey, thank you for joining us today. Coming up next week here on Cincy Lifestyle, local barbershop quartet is competing on the national stage. We'll have the group Half and Half in the studio, and they're going to get a whole lot of applause. Got to see them perform. We got that and a whole lot more coming up for you next week.
All right, I know what you're going to be doing after the show, Clyde.
Fighting with Allie over these.
What are those? Crab
They are
cakes?
crab cakes.
Those are the crab cakes. Okay. I really enjoy that they have some baked fish here for those who might, a little healthier option. And they've got some healthy option green beans.
Yes,
I won't
they
talk
do.
about the macaroni and cheese. That looks good, though.
That's a healthy option, too.
That is a healthy
Yes, it is. Trust me when I tell you. That's Cincy Lifestyle for this Friday, February 28th.
And reach out to us. Share your ideas. We love hearing from you. And we hope that you make it a great day, a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching our video. And if you liked what you saw, hit the subscribe button. You can also check out full episodes of the show you've never seen before, or watch your favorites again and again. And as always, we love to say it, make it a great day.